Hi, my name is Aditya and I am the CEO of Automaski. Today we are going to be talking about is free will an illusion. Now a little bit about Automaski. We've been working on complexity theory since late 1980s. We solved P is equal to NP in early 90s, got into quantum physics in mid 90s, and within a few years realized this universe is a simulation and that too a linear order simulation. And that implementing physics won't require of the order of 2 to the power 3 n complexity and computations, but rather of the order of n complexity and computations. We had developed a rudimentary quantum computer a few years later, but only in 2014, when there were massive publications, we figured out which gates to implement and what algorithms to benchmark and test with. Hence, we implicitly achieved quantum supremacy in early 2015 by virtue of having created the most powerful quantum computer in the world with infinite precision. 2 years back, we simulated quantum gravity with more than a billion qubits. 6 months back, we publicly launched our RSA 2048 cracking service, available for anyone who cares to pay money and use it. Till then, it was available only to Department of Defenses and agencies around the world behind closed doors. And today we are working on our quantum gravity computer based on causalite formalism. Again, the core quantum gravity computer has been ready for years now. To think of it, we've been playing with it and trying incremental changes. Just that we don't know how to make use of it because there is nothing published or available out there which shows how something like a quantum gravity computer can be used to solve real world problems. A small piece of advisory, please proceed with caution. If this presentation goes against your belief system, then please ignore this presentation, stop the video, and focus on things you are passionate about. If you are respectful and polite, I would love to answer any questions you might have or listen to your thoughts. Feel free to email info@automatsky.com. Now, there is a huge debate, which usually in the circles of philosophy, whether human beings have free will, which means that they can do anything they desire, or that this entire universe is deterministic and you know uh, human beings will do what the universe dictates them to do. And this leads to things like moral responsibility law, consequences in moral responsibility law, etc. Now, the first aspect of free will is the freedom to do otherwise and the power of self determination. There must be an agency or a faculty somewhere in the human body inside the brain which can decide, which can take independent decisions. That is the first aspect. That the second aspect of free will is that an adequate account of free will must entail that free agents are morally responsible agents and or fit subjects for punishment. While the word adequate is used in a way that, I mean, you could be impaired, your brain and functioning could be impaired, but if you have an adequate amount of free will, you are not coerced by your elders or people who are more powerful, then you are morally responsible and you are a fit subject for punishment in case you uh, commit crimes, etc. The third aspect of free will is compatibilism or soft determinism. It is the position of view that causal determinism is true, but we still act as free, morally responsible agents when, in the absence of external constraints, our actions are caused by our own desires. It says that, you know, everything in this universe is caused by something and everything is deterministic, but yet we are free agents. Compatibilists maintain that free will is possible even in a deterministic universe. Now, we'll step back and look at the most popular theories in this domain. There are three types of theories. The compatibilists, which believe that free will is compatible with determinism or a deterministic universe. Basically, that the universe can be deterministic and free will can still exist. Incompatibilists believe that free will is incompatible with determinism. Basically, that if the universe is deterministic, there cannot be free will. And impossibilists basically say outright that free will simply does not exist and is simply impossible. This is how you could chart them out, and there is determinism, reality is determined, predetermined, and reality is indeterminate. There is no free will or there is free will. Now, the thing is that compatibilism is wrong. It is a belief that somehow the human brain and desires are above and beyond this universe. you know this could actually stem from for historical reasons, the beliefs that we have inherited, or from some pseudo religious belief, or some philosophical argument which is non scientific and very far from the realities of the universe, etc. But you see, if the universe is deterministic and the human brain and desires could be independent decisions and could take independent decisions and actions, then it is not compatible with the determinism of the universe. It basically, saying that there is this entire universe, but somehow we are, special. This kind of a human ego is basically unfounded, has no foundations in science. So basically, compatibilists are wrong. A non-deterministic universe is a precondition for free will. And once we accept, which we have already amply proved, that the universe is non-deterministic, then only and only then we can have an uncorrelated or semi-independent human brain, which is actually the case of what happens in this universe. Now, what you get in this universe is partial free will. Basically, a lot of things that you will do are predetermined by the universe, but since there is an element of randomness, there is a formation of an independent faculty which uh, can drive uncorrelated decisions in the human brain. And that is the conclusion. Free will can and does exist in this universe, at least partially. Congratulations and enjoy. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and you believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Thank you and hope you have a